This prison story is about when I found out that my homeboy from Detroit, Michigan was a booty bandit.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Welcome to another episode of Dante's Prison Stories. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, or I'ma push that blade.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Before we get to the prison story, I have to let y'all know what I did to get sent to the joint, because it all meshed together. But before we go on, I need for y'all to do me a favor real quick. It don't cost you nothing. Hit the like button, hype the video, and share the video if you may. Now let's get to it. So, me and my girl go to Red Lobster. That's my favorite restaurant. And I ordered the unlimited shrimp. And I don't know what she ordered. I think she probably ordered a salad or something because she like a health nut, right? So everything going good. Now, this gay guy, he was the waitress. Now, I'm going to be real. He was doing too much. Like, just doing too much. And listen, I ain't got nothing against gay people. I don't. But this dude was doing too much. He'd come over. Is y'all good? Is y'all okay? You know, rolling his head, rolling his hips, moving his shoulders, all type of awkward, right? And I'm like, yeah, we good. And he was like, okay, just holler at me if y'all need something to drink. So I'm like, oh, man, this dude here, right? So I don't know, was my feelings on my face, how I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? But the next time he came, he asked me, he was like, do you need some more Pepsi? And I'm like, yeah. Now, I notice when he's talking, maybe it's just me, but it feels like he's spitting. This is why I hate when people be talking over my food. Like, let's make my food and give me my damn plate, right? So he takes it, and then he comes back, and he's talking. I see him talking with my drink in his hand, right? So he's walking towards the table, and he got my drink in his hand, and he's talking to people, and it's like right under him, right? So I'm like, this motherfucker, right? So when he set it down, I said, hey, can I get another cup? He was like, what's wrong with this one? I said, I feel like you kind of spit in it. Now, the way that I said it, he took it as I said, like, you spit in my cup, right? And he was like, I ain't spitting your drink. Why would I do that? And he said it loud, and it threw me off because his voice got elevated. And I'm like, what? I said, man, who the fuck you talking to now? And I get it, y'all. I know it might seem like I was just picking the fight, but you ain't about to talk to me like that. So I'm like, who the fuck is you talking to? He like, you ain't got to talk to me like that. I didn't spit in your drink. Why would I spit in your drink? I ain't that type of B. I ain't that type of B. Now he's cussing. He's saying, I'm not that type of B. Now his coworkers looking, and some of his coworkers coming over there like, hey, what's going on? He like, this motherfucker talking about I spit in his drink and all this and that. I was like, no, I didn't say you spit in my drink. You was talking over my drink. If you would let me explain before you start going off, acting like a female. He was like, I am a female and I'm the baddest one. I'm the baddest one. So I was like, hey, man, bag up, right? He was like, no, make me bag up. He ain't going to do nothing to me. I'll call my man up here. So I said, what? Now, listen. Before anybody try to say, oh, Dante, you was wrong for doing this, let me tell y'all something. If you threaten me and talking about, oh, who you going to call up here and this and that, no, I'm going to get on you. I'm going to get on you immediately, right? So I get up, my girl grabbed me from across the table like, Dante, no. I get up, I said, what you say? Don't you touch me? And keep in mind, y'all, I'm 6'1". At this time, I probably weighed a good 250, 255, all muscle, right? Olympian God. Hit that like button, y'all. And I'm walking him down, right? I said, what? He said, you better not touch me. I'm going to call my man. So he went in his apron trying to grab his phone. So I grabbed it. I grabbed the phone and I broke it in half. He like, oh, no, oh, hell no. So he ran to the kitchen And I guess he was trying to come out with a steak knife. He was really trying to get out with me, right? Now, y'all already know I'm certified trained, right? So him having a knife wasn't gonna do nothing. He ain't battle tested like I am. You know how many times I done got stabbed? How many times I done went to war in the streets and in the penitentiary? So him grabbing that knife wasn't moving the needle on my scare tactic at all, right? So I'm like, do it then. Do it. If you gonna pull it, use it. If you gonna pull it, use it. Use it then. Pull it then, right? He like, man, you better go. So I guess me barking on him kind of scared him, right? So I said to my girl, like, come on, Dante, let's go. Let's go. I'm like, man, get off me. So now, y'all, I'm turned up. I'm turned all the way to the maximum. All the way to the max. So I'm like, no, hell no, he gonna pull a knife on me. This blah, 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 gonna pull a knife on me. This punk mother gonna pull a knife on me. Hell no. So I'm bucked up, right? So I took my shirt off, right? And I'm like, hell no. So my girl grabbed me like, Dante, come on, please, let's go. Let's go, right? So I don't know when the police actually got there, but they was making their way towards us, and I'm so zoned out and so caught up in what I got going on, I don't even see the police standing there right there with the taser out. Like, what are you doing? Stop. It was all a blur, right? So, boom, I get shot in the ass with a taser. Boom. I felt like somebody stabbed me in the ass cheek with a knife. That's what it felt. It was like the prongs. Y'all remember the prong? Because I had some sweatpants on. So it said, boom, bam. I'm like, oh, right, oh. And like my right leg kind of locked up. And that's when I seen the cops, right? Instantly I seen red, and it was on. So it was this short cop. He probably was maybe about 5'7", 5'8", maybe about 170, 180. He the one that shot me in the ass. So I grabbed him like by his bulletproof vest and threw him to the ground and got the pound in the mouth. Boom. Pause. Double pause. So I get to whooping him out. Boom, boom, bam, damn, boom, boom, right? The other he had a female partner. She couldn't do nothing with him. So she jumps on my back, right? Now, I'm spinning her around like a helicopter. She's like, get off of him. Get off of him. Now my girl is right here on the right side of my arm grabbing me. Like, Dante, stop. Stop. You're going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail, right? She's like literally grabbing my right arm. I done knocked out the cop that's on the ground, and the female cop is on my back, and I'm spinning her around like a helicopter to get off me. And then my girl grabbing my right arm. So I like hunch over and body slam the female officer off of me, and I grab my girl arm and snatch her like, come on, let's go. So we leave, right? As we pulling out of Red Lobster, this one I had the green Camaro. I'm bailing out, right? Police, right? They jump right behind me, right? So we on a damn near high speed chase going down grass shit, right? I'm going at least about 90, 100 because the car starts shaking when I get up to like 100, right? And I'm going down grass shit, right? That's gone, flooring it, right? Police coming. I see them. I'm blah, blah, blah. My girl like, Dante, stop. Stop. Pull over. Pull over, Dante. Stop. You gonna kill us, Dante. Pull over. Pull over. I'm like, no, man, hell no. No, right? Now, yeah, y'all, this was, I was wilding out. I was. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot to do the question of the day. The question of the day is this, y'all. What is your favorite restaurant? Me, I'm still gonna go with Red Lobster. Let me know in the comment section what is your favorite restaurant. Put it in the comment section. Let's go. So I finally snap out of it and I pull over, right? I pull over and I said, baby, just wait for my car, right? So I bust the door open, right, and put my hands up in the air. It was like on a scene of Set It Off, man. It was about 5 Detroit police behind me. They all out with their guns out. Put your hands up. My hands are already up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Turn around. Walk back. So I turns around and I got my hands out. Get down to your knees. Get to your knees. So then I get down to my knees, whatever. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. So they get up on me, you know how, y'all know how the police do it. Y'all know how they do it. So they grab me and, they put me in the handcuffs. They pick me up, and now they aggressively moving me to the car real hard. And stuff. My girl crying. They tell her, stay in the car, and all this. And they're like, Dante, don't resist. Dante, don't resist. So when we get towards the car, then they start hitting me because they not in front of the view of their cameras. They get to hit me, so I really can't do nothing but like duck my chin or whatever. Now they hit me, right? And they saying, some of these cops are saying, yeah, you gonna do this to our partner? You bringing up the incident what happened at Red Lobster. They hit me. All I can do is, trying to turn to the left, turn to the right, whatever, right? And so they finally get me in the car all aggressively and throw me in there, and they take my ass to the county jail. Now we about to get to the prison story. Or maybe I should say county jail story. That's what I should have titled it. But anyway, so we get up in there, right? They don't even put me into intake at all. I don't even go into intake. They strip me butt, booty, naked. I'm talking about no clothes on, butt naked, Adam and Eve naked, right? No, nothing. No socks, no drawers, no t-shirt, no pants, no boxers, no nothing. They stripped me down. Now, I'm thinking they about to put me in I can't say that word, in the unalive tank. When people try to take their own life, usually they'll strip you down and put you like in this green suit. They call it the Bam Bam suit, right? So usually they'll strip you down and put you like in a Bam Bam suit. So they didn't put me in nothing. And I wasn't thinking about taking my life, but this how they was playing dirty. They stripped me naked, put me in an ice cold cell, right? With no blanket, no cover, no pillow, no nothing. It's just me and my natural out, right? So I'm sitting there, and now my adrenaline is coming off. I just got into it. I just whooped out a cop, put a cop on her back, did a high-speed chase, then got whooped out, throw it in they did me dirty, y'all. So now my adrenaline is coming down. So I'm in there for about 8 hours, right? And so the captain of the jail he knew me. He like, Dante? I said, what's up? He said, man, you in trouble. You in trouble. So he come in, he's like, man, because he was talking to me to the slot, and he didn't see that I was naked. So he opened up, he said, where's your clothes? I said, man, they put me in here like this. He like, oh, heck no. He said, I'll be back. So he came back and gave me a 2XL jumpsuit or whatever. So I put on, he like, what happened, man? What did you do? I was like, man, it's a long story, man. It was a long story. So he was like, all right, well, I'm about to dress you out and we're going to put you on the floor. Now, for some strange reason, I don't know why he thought I was a Crip. I don't know why I don't know why he thought I was a Blood. And let me give a disclaimer. I am not no Blood. I am not no Crip. I'm not no gangster disciple. I'm not nothing but a human being. I'm not affiliated with no organization. I'm not affiliated with no gang or anything, okay? I'm just a neutron, a neutral, okay? But for some reason, this dude thought I was a Blood for whatever reason. So they end up putting me in this Blood module, right? So as soon as I get in there, Blood this, Blood that. Hey, Blood. Whoop, whoop. That's all I'm hearing. Day in, day out. I wasn't in there for at least 5 minutes, and I said, yeah, this ain't gonna work for me. It ain't that I got anything against the Bloods, because I don't. But I don't know, man. Maybe because these was younger guys and they wasn't older and they was just doing too much, and I don't know, y'all. I'm just gonna say they was just younger, and I don't know. I just said, yo, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work out for me, right? So I'm in the cell, right? They had 2-man cells, so I go in there, and there's this Blood that's sitting on the bottom bunk, right? It's like a bunk bed, bottom and the top, right? And there's a desk right there. So when I go in there, I'm looking at them and I immediately size them up. So when I see him and I'm like, okay, he don't look like he got that dog in his eye. He don't look like he got that. You know, I did time before, so I can see it on you. So when I see him, I immediately established dominance. I was like, but when I got in there, so y'all, I'm trying to paint the scene for y'all so y'all can understand. When I got in there, he's sitting on the bed writing something, but he's sitting up. When I got in there, I closed the door behind me and I got my bag, whatever. And I'm looking at him and he looking at me. And I was like, what's your name? He was like, oh, they call me P Rock from the east side. I said, P Rock? He was like, yeah. I said, they call me Donta. He was like, oh, okay, what's up, blood? I said, get your shit and get at the top. He said, what? I said, get your shit and get at the top. So he sat there for a minute. He said, you know what? You got it. You got it. You got a big dog, right? Because, I mean, y'all got to understand. I know some of y'all in the comment section going to be like, man, that's cap, man. You ain't do that to no blood. You ain't do that, man. You wasn't programming like that. Let me tell y'all something. For those that's saying that out their mouth, let's put yourself in that predicament. You sitting in the cell on your bed, and Dante coming there. I'm 6'1". So I already got the height advantage. Not only that I'm 6'1", I'm 255, all muscle stacked like an Olympian god, right? You going to get up and you're going to do what I tell you when I tell you. So like I said, he measured the situation and he said, you know what? Yeah, let me just get up. I ain't even trying to go there with this dude. So he get up and he jump on the top rack and say, you got a big dog. So I sit down, right? I'm like, hey, man, what you in here for? Because this me, you know, establishing dominance. You got to do this. He like, man, I'm in here for child support, bro. I'm here for child support. I said, oh, okay. I said, what's this module like? He was like, man, it's all bloods in here. It's mainly bloods. There's a couple GDs in here. He was like, you blood? I said, no, I ain't no blood. He was like, do you bang? I said, hell no. He was like, oh, okay, cool, right? So I said, hey, I'll be back. Don't have nobody come up in this cell. He was like, hey, I got you. So I bust out the cell, right? And I'm looking around, because one thing that you got to understand about me, I need to know who I'm around. I need to know if any of my enemies up in here, do I got beef with any of these cats? Because if I got an issue or discrepancy with somebody, I got to get that handled immediately. So I come out and let people see who I am, right? And that's how I'm programming. So I'm looking around and I'm looking and I spot this dude, right? I spot this dude named Tony Grubbs that I met back on the east side around Osborne High School, right? Me and him used to run together. We used to sell pills back in the day together, whatever. So I'm looking. I said, that's Tony. That's Tony Grubbs. I said, Tony. So he looked. Now, the Tony I knew back in the day did not have these tattoos on his face. The Tony that I knew was not no gang member. This dude was a square like me, a neutron, right? And I seen Tony, 3 years ago. So I'm trying to figure out, like, man, this dude is blooded out, man. This dude was Pyru, Damu, what the? I'm talking about this dude got face tattoos, arm tattoos, the straight blood, right? So he looking like Baby from Cash Money, a 5-point star general. So I'm like, what the? So he come over there and he like, oh, what's up, blood? What's up, Dante? What's up? I was like, what's up? I said, hey, come holler at me right quick, man. Come holler at me. He like, what's up? I said, when did you? He said, oh man, I been like this. I said, when? He like, man, look, hold on, Dante. Let's go over here. Now, they got this, where I was at, you got the day room with the bunk beds and stuff at, and then you got like this little gym adjacent to the day room it's a door that's separate. They got like 2 basketball rims and like a pull-up bar out there. So we go out there and he tell, these gang members, these bloods is in there like, hey, y'all, let me get the yard. Let me get the yard or whatever. So they leave out. He said, hey, look, Donta, look. I've been down for a couple years and this who I am. I said, when did you become blood though? He like, man, look, this who I am and this just how I'm doing it. I said, but he said, man, look, Donta, look, man. Just because what y'all don't understand, Tony was a punk. I ain't saying like a punk, like a gay guy, but Tony was a punk out in the streets. Like he used to get slapped. I used to have to come to his rescue when dudes were trying to F him over on the pills. I done pulled out pistols on cats for turning dirty in the street. Like a lot of dudes in Detroit know Tony Grubbs, right? And now you die moo. Now you big blood. Listen, I know people can change over the years, but this just happened 3 years ago. So I'm like, he like, look, Donta, these dudes, they believe in me, man. I've been putting in work. I done been putting in pain for the gang. I said, look, man, as long as nobody, step on my toes or be in my way, I'm good. I'm good. He like, all right, bro. I say less, man. I got you. I got you, man. Matter of fact, I'm finna let these niggas know who you is right now, blood. I said, all right. I said, you ain't really got to do that. I make my own way. He's like, no, man, I got the keys, man. I got this. So I'm like, all right. So we go back, and he like, whoop, whoop, so whoop, right? And they like, whoop, whoop, right? So they all coming out, right? He like, hey, y'all, listen up, man. This my partner. Donta, man, from Detroit, East Side. Woo, woo. They like, so woo. He like, but nah, hold on, y'all. He not blood. He a neutron, but he good. He with me, man. He with me. Now, let me tell y'all something. I don't like when a nigga say he with me, because if anything, you with me. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't correct him, and I ain't want to, challenge him in front of everybody. So I'm like, all right, I just roll with it. Fuck, I just roll with it. So, dudes coming up to me, shaking my hand, doing the blood handshake and stuff. I don't really know how to do that stuff, right? So I just do the regular handshake. So I'm like, all right, bet, right? Y'all stay tuned for part 2, because it's about to get real crazy. Listen, y'all, if y'all haven't signed up for my Patreon, sign up for my Patreon, okay? I'm going to have my Patreon pinned at the top of the comment section, okay? What's over there is my short horror films. My funny skits is over there. The prison stories that I can't put on social media, they over there. My supernatural stories over there. My Bible stories over there. All that is over there. For those that have been looking for the Lamarck Moore prison stories, he's telling his prison stories, y'all. I'm going to have the link to his channel pinned at the top of the comment section, too. All right? With that, y'all, this is your big partner, Donta. Y'all stay tuned for part 2. Over and out. Yo, y'all, check this out. I need for y'all to go check out my homie channel, Pop Yo with JB. That's Pop Yo with JB. I'm going to have the link to his channel pinned at the top of the comment section. He interviewing dudes that just got out the joint, and they telling some mad, wild stories, y'all. Make sure y'all go check him out. Again, the name of his channel is called Pop Yo with JB. Y'all go check him out. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, hype the video, and share the video. To watch my exclusive videos, you must become a member. I'm going to have the members link pinned at the top of the comment section. Have you sent your weekly donation to support the Donta Show Network? If not, that's okay. I got you. We are now accepting CASHAPP, Zelle, and PayPal. All gifts and donations are highly appreciated. If you are trying to reach me for business opportunities, I'm going to have my contact information pinned at the top of the comment section. Also, get in contact with me if you need your business, your book, your social media channel, a product, your brick and mortar, whatever it is that you need promoted, get in contact with me. My contact information will be pinned at the top of the comment section. and in the description. Until next time, take care.